The question I'm wondering is, can we touch a star? Establishment says, no, stars are too hot, we can't touch them. It would just incinerate everything. Well, this is very limited perception of nature and is taught by graduate systems inside of universities. But the truth is that you can touch stars. All rocks and minerals, here are some diamonds from Botswana. All rocks and minerals on the entire Earth, and even water and the atmosphere itself, is composed of an ancient star. Basically, every single solid on the Earth, and liquid and gas, is the star itself. So yes, you can touch a star. You just have to wait until it cools down enough. As we can see here, the young stars are hot and plasmatic. Obviously, you can't touch a young star. But as it cools and ages, you will be able to eventually touch it because the material is cooler. And it also solidifies into what are called rocks and minerals. This means all rocks and minerals in the entire universe are an end result of a single star cooling and combining its plasma into gas, which then deposits as liquids and solid material. We have many thousands of different types of rocks and minerals. I'm just showing the diamond one because that interests people the most. The stage at which diamonds are synthesized is during early brown dwarf stages and late brown dwarf stages. Inside the atmosphere right here contains the required temperatures and pressures to form diamonds, which then rain down onto the interior of the star. Over time, the older star will take up orbit around a young hot star, which will dissipate the atmosphere and rip away the atmosphere, exposing the little rocky ball in the center. And on the surface of this will be the leftover remains of what was once diamond rain. But, establishment, they want you to believe that this is all just metallic hydrogen and all that nonsense. I don't think they understand what they're doing, because they think stars are fusion reactors and planets are just rocky balls of whatever. They don't realize that this object that weighs many trillions upon trillions of tons is the end result of this object cooling and shrinking over many billions of years. And of course, the core formation is also an end result of stellar evolution. These young stars don't have cores, it's just a giant soap bubble which collapses upon itself. There are many thousands of specimens of rocks and minerals which exist on the Earth. This meaning rocks and minerals are actually an end result of a star evolving. There's a desert rose, there's agate, amethyst. I can't remember what these others are called. In other words, the stars in the universe as they evolve form rocks and minerals and crystals all over the place. But that's for later stages of evolution, when the majority of the material is out of its plasmatic and gaseous stage and in its solid and liquid form. As well, establishment dogma seems to forget that when you have a gaseous object, if it deposits, it's going to take a lot less space. And if that solid object sublimates, it's going to take up a lot more space. So consider this like carbon dioxide. When you buy it at a store such as Publix or any kind of gas store where they sell liquefied gases, if you buy carbon dioxide as dry ice, it will only be like a block of it, maybe like 10 pounds. But if you put that block of dry ice into a large room and contain all the CO2 as it sublimates, it will fill up the entire room. If not much more than the room, probably the entire house, and even like a large warehouse. That's because gases are much more voluminous than solids. This is also essential because as the star collapses upon itself, the plasmas not only cool, but they take up less space than even gases. And gases take up, or plasmas take up more space than gases. And gases, they cool even further, and they take up even less space when they become liquids and solids. So basically what we have here is a realization that high school physics has trumped the standard cosmologies of how stars evolve. And I think it's really cool because not only can we hold stars in our hands, but we have a theory that explains how it is that we can hold a star in our hands. You know that saying, reach for the stars? Well, you don't exactly have to do that. All you really have to do now is realize that you're already standing on one. It's right below your feet. It's been here the entire time.